Good morning and happy new year to everyone. Happy 2020. Today I am going to talk about love, but more importantly, I'm going to talk about how to achieve that. And it's interesting because it's not something that you can really aim for, but it is something that you can aim for. I'll explain that. So, to understand love, you have to understand that love is a natural order of things. It's the natural way of the universe. It's what the universe has been built upon, with, by, of, whatever you want to, however you want to see it. But the natural way of the universe is love. The natural state of the soul is love. So we don't want to focus on becoming more loving because of the state that we're in right now. I should say this: a celestial being doesn't need to focus on being loving because it already is. But a celestial being does not have to deal with the unloving things that we on earth have to deal with. So, because we have to deal with these unloving things within us, this is what we have to focus on. What do we have to ask ourselves? What are we doing to ourselves and other people that are unloving? Once we identify what these things are and we're able to curb them, we're able to slow them down, we're able to stop them, the natural consequence will be loving. If you stop hurting someone, then you're automatically being loving to them. If you are judging someone, you're being unloving. But once you stop that judgment, now you have the ability, now you have the opportunity to tap into your capacity of being understanding and having compassion for that person. But understand that love cannot be present when something unloving is already present towards that thing. So if you have friends, if you have family members, I see a lot of people saying, I'm going to cut people out of my life in 2020. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Understand why you're doing it. If you're trying to cut someone off because they're unloving, or they're doing something that's causing you pain, and you're doing it because you're angry, then you're not doing it in love. However, if you see yourself as being important and having worth and having value, and you know within your being that you deserve better treatment than this, then that is loving yourself, and the natural consequence of that is experiencing peace and ease. And that's the whole point. That's where we all want to get to, is a place where we are at peace and ease. However, there are some people who can't see this, and these people are really driven towards material things because they're trying to fill the void of love that's within them with the pleasures of having these physical things, whether it's house, cars, money, jewelry. It doesn't matter what it is. But back to love. If you want to become more loving, you have to focus on what you're, I shouldn't say focus, but you have to be aware of all the things that you are doing that is causing you to be unloving. So if someone cheated on you, then most people will become angry at that person and say, oh, you're a son of a bitch, blah, 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 blah. But the best thing to do is understand what's really happening in the moment. Understand that the person who has cheated on you is no longer interested in you. And so now you have an opportunity to no longer waste your time with that person. You have been given a gift. Most people don't see this as a gift, so they try to fight it and hold on to it. And so they're trying to hold on to the very thing that caused them pain. And that's not loving to self. Therefore, peace and ease cannot be had. So if the person will look at it for what it is, meaning the universe has allowed you, or the person who's been cheated on, to have the truth of the person, to see the person for who and what they are. This is a gift to you. Now it's an opportunity for you to love yourself, step back and say, you know what? I bought into something that I thought was real, I thought was true, I thought this person loved me, but the universe has provided me with information that proves to me that this is not the case. And so now I get to step back, love myself, and actually find someone else who is willing to love me, who is willing to care, who is not willing or not or has no desire to cheat on me or mistreat me or develop a lack of in trust, all these different things. But we have to understand the unloving things that are present. Once you hate another person, you're not being loving, and therefore you're hurting your chances of experiencing peace and ease. And you're also hurting your chances of finding a partner who wouldn't do those things to you. But as long as you hold that anger, as long as you hold that rage, as long as you hold that pain, as long as you hold that resentment, as long as you hold all these unloving things, you can never have love in that place. And that's really what it is. If you stop hating, the natural consequence of things is love. So you don't have to try to be more loving. You don't have to do things that people know or associate with loving. So you don't have to be super nice and super kind to people, because a lot of times people do these nice and kind things and put themselves out, and then they can't pay their bills or they can't do X, Y, and Z that they could have done if they didn't go out above and beyond and try to convince someone that they're a nice person. Again, this is back to love. If you are loving, the natural consequence of things is peace and ease, which is associated with love altogether. That's it. It's really that simple. It's not hard. You don't have to work hard at it. You just have to work on not doing the things that are unloving. And then you automatically have love in your life. And you'll see that as you practice this over and over and over again, what will happen is you will start to have a different experience. It's so simple and it's so easy. And I know because I've experienced it and I'm continuing to experience it. Of course, I've had people who have hurt me. Of course, I've had people who have done things to me that should have never been done, but I don't hold any resentment towards them. I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. I don't wish ill upon them. And therefore, my life has increasingly become more peaceful and I'm more at ease because of it. And that is really the message. That is really the point, that you don't have to work hard to be loving. You just have to stop doing the unloving things that you're doing that's keeping you in the space that you're in, that's causing the law of attraction to bring you the experiences that you really don't want to have. That's it. So anyway, that's my New Year message, and happy 2020 to everyone. And I hope everyone is able to get all the things that they desire in this new year. All right, take care. Bye now.